Give me some of that fire.
Well, one way to get realistic looking burnt stuff is burn it. Do it safely, and if there are children watching these videos, which I totally encourage, don't play with fire. Don't model with fire. Use an adult supervision, and maybe they won't burn something down. All right. Hey, so at a antique store, have not been in, and found something kind of cool here. This case with some train stuff in it. It's mostly brass stuff. Actually, here's a narrow gauge caboose that looks kind of tempting, a little pricey. But I did find something in the back that I grabbed. Two somethings actually, just little things. Yeah, it was kind of cool. Nice little find. Hey, so it's 2022, and we'll get back to that video with the the antique store stuff. Show you what I got, but I still have some video. I still have some video from last year that I need to get you caught up on. So we're gonna go ahead and go to that right now. And at the end of it, it's not the end because I put it all together and the whole video was like 5 minutes. Like, we need to add some more stuff. So that's what this is, more stuff. We're gonna run some trains a little bit later on. So I'll show you that and you'll get a little sneak peek of kind of the finished product of what we're gonna show you right now, which was from last year. So again, the end isn't the end, so stick around. Okay, let's just go with this back to 2021. All right. Hello, it's Don, the Nearly Historical Model Railroad channel. We do model railroading stuff. We do scenery and things, and I think right at this moment, I'm gonna show you what's going on with this, and who knows what else. But this is like some track things. Let me show you real quick. All right, so in other videos, you've seen that we've had this yard, and we actually got this big staging yard put in place. I don't have any lights on right now to see it, but we got the staging yard in place. However, this is not all of the yard. The yard actually had a reverse loop that would underneath this. And this section of layout is part of what was under there. And this is how it looked when we got it. You can tell that obviously at some point there was other tracks on here and it's been modified. And we're gonna modify it a little bit to get it to fit around our new legs and stuff in there. We're just gonna kind of straighten these tracks out. But you can see this back part here, that is part of the reverse loop. So that way you can come down into the yard and get a train turned around. And this lower little piece right here is also part of that reverse loop. So that will actually kind of come into play at some point here. This is the part that we decided to kind of work on. It's kind of cold outside, and so we thought, well, let's just work on some track work things. It'd be kind of nice to have that reverse loop going. So we're just kind of looking at this stuff. That's another piece that goes underneath the layout there. So we got this in nice and secure and actually level where the track meets up. So we're just trying to get this other end, the far end. We got a couple of wires that we kind of have to deal with, make a notch for them. Whatever, you know, just it's a challenge. It's an old layout and we're putting it back together with some modifications. But we're getting there. Here's two other sections of that reverse loop that we'll need to get back in there. This is a section that we removed from that lower reversing loop section. It was just kind of in the way of our legs and it wasn't really even being used. We just had to move the tracks off of it and diverge them a different way, and that's all fine. Now it all fits better and takes up less space. So here's a cab forward that Jim had been working on and brought it back to the layout. We actually ran this the other day and ran pretty well. I'm not even really sure what he had done on it, but he did something on it. So, can't really see it, but I have this track here that comes off into the front of the reverse loop, and we didn't want to put a leg in here, so we hung up from the other layout. So that's nice and level right now. And the far end, it's really close. This needs to be set perfect and screwed in, but it's getting late and we want to be done. But this was like more progress than my dad expected. When I got here, it's like, hey, let's just pull that thing in and move the track around and cut it up and maybe stick it in. And we did. So it's almost there. So that's cool. So there's another track to go around, but this was the big piece to try to get in, and it's there now. So maybe you can kind of see it more over here, but yeah. So that's it. It's got 3 yard tracks on it, and it's a good chunk of the reverse loop for this lower yard. So we can bring a train down into the yard, do whatever with it, and turn it around and head straight back up. And so whatever, like I said, it's late. So I don't know, a little yard work, a little track work, piecing back together this layout from ancient, long time ago. And yeah, we're still just messing with this old layout. And that's fine, we're getting it going. So Jim stopped by for a minute. I didn't get him on video, but he changed some trucks on some cars and did a couple other things. Dropped off a cab forward that he's been working on. So anyways, guess that's it. My dad just went in the house. So thanks for watching. Have fun model railroading and that type of stuff. Catch you next time. Hit the little thumbs up, like button. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right, so that was from 2021, and now I'm going to go back to this year, 2022, and well, my son came out for a little while on one of the work nights, so I'm going to show you some of the stuff he worked on, and we're going to run some trains at the end of this segment, so stick around for that, and there's going to be a little sneak peek, because in that last part you just saw, we were putting together that reverse loop. Well, that was last year, and this year I ran some trains, and I ran a train down around through that reverse loop, so you'll get to see that kind of ahead of time. So anyways, yeah, stick around for that, and let's just go. Here we go. So here's what I picked up at the antique store. The fire truck, I kind of have a little scene I want to do with that. But for now, I think I'll stick it on the layout somewhere. And that car, that'll be fun to kind of move around the layout. I thought that thing was kind of cool. So perhaps these guys were traveling, and they decided to stop at the little park here. Maybe get some gas at the gas station next door.
Give me some of that fire. You know I own the threads, like my style. You know I stack the bends, like my style. I got designer friends. Cut off jeans, kicks are clean. Roll up to the spot, they say to me.
So I just think kind of up here in the mountains above our meat plant. It's a nice little spot up here. Just gonna stick that truck here for the moment. There we go. Stuck him up there in the forest. Ideally at some point, I think it'd Be cool to put like a burnt tree up there. Maybe a little fire hose coming off that truck. Stop a little forest fire from getting out of hand. I see fire. All right, so tonight I actually brought my son. He's Hello. I'm not gonna show him because I always mark my little videos as not for children because of whatever YouTube silliness. But anyways, he's here and I've found something for him to do. So I'll show you what he's working on. All right. So I was gonna let him like stick some people around the layout, and some that are falling over, he's fixing those. And my dad actually just found this bag and it has brown cows. I didn't know we had the brown cows. So I have a place for brown cows where I really actually wanted them. So I'm gonna have him put some brown cows in. So I wanted all meat cows over here in our little narrow gauge, a standard gauge transfer area. And I bought these black and white cows. But we just found all those other ones. So I'm gonna have my son actually remove all these cows, the black and white ones, and put the brown ones in. And we'll move these other white ones, black and white, that's the color, and move them somewhere else. So for the moment, over here on the standard gauge layout, I'm gonna have my son drop off those black and white cows in this little area. So this is a developing cow area. And really it's kind of to transfer the meat cows, but hey, I guess the black and white cows can hang out here too. They gotta have a place. And he added the tractor there, coming out from the farm. Hey, look, it's Jim. He's here, kind of looking at the cattle yard, kind of planning things out a little bit with that. He brought a book that he's been collecting over the years of pictures of structures and stuff. So he's got some ideas for the cattle field. So stuff is actually happening with that. So we're thinking we can load 2, maybe 3 cattle cars at once over there. Okay, so I moved the fire truck from up there. I've put the fire truck down here at the lumber mill. It's just easier to see for people that come over. So yeah, the tree looks burnt because it is burnt. I just grabbed a little wire, stuck it there, found a firefighter looking guy, stuck him in there, and none of it's glued down. You could pick that stuff up and vacuum it up and move it somewhere else, but yeah, something to do with the fire truck, a little something to see here. So it's kind of cool. Good thing you got to put out though, being right next to that lumber yard. That could be tragic. Here we are in Cimarron. One of the things my son did, we had this sort of car accident. We just kind of stuck here, but he actually enhanced it. He's got a police officer on the scene now, and the driver's out there, and I don't know what he's saying. That's like, really? I didn't drink much at all. And the officer's like, yeah, sure, buddy. I don't know what's going on. Who knows? So, as you may remember, over on the narrow gauge side of the layout, we put this little bear in here a long time ago. This is where we stopped to go fishing, despite there's no water. But here's someone taking care of the bear problem. I don't know. Hopefully he's gonna have a big family to feed. Yeah, got those cows placed. They're all just sitting here. This whole scene may change up, and we still need more fence and stuff, but this looks pretty good when you're just first coming into the train room. Looks nice. The black and white cows moved over here to Raill because Jim was working on that other field where they were at, so we moved them over here for the moment. And while we were gluing people down, I glued the bicycle down and that lady coming out of the store there. Again, this is Cimarron, and I don't know, there was some barrels. Let's put some more barrels out here. And apparently there was a guy in a wheelbarrow here. I think my son had something to do with that too. This is a little neighborhood thing that we're just kind of throwing together a little bit. I found a couple pigs, so I just kind of threw them down there. I guess Dad's putting a mailbox. A little mailbox down. Yeah, finally, we can get some junk mail. These people are still in town. I don't know, I almost think they're up to no good. Okay, so I can't show you all of this scene at the moment, but my son actually found these stairs and stuck those stairs right there, and they fit like perfect. So that's kind of cool. Well, that's it. Getting kind of caught up on what I shot last year. And that, I don't know, whatever, you know. We like doing model train stuff. If you enjoy this, whatever, go ahead and subscribe. And hit the like button, because I think that's what all the cool people do. I don't know. I should probably do that more myself. Anyways, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. See you later.